God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. These words, spoken by Friedrich Nietzsche, still reverberate with shock and awe across the world. What did Nietzsche mean by this? It's not just a denial of religious belief, but a profound statement about the consequences of the Enlightenment and the rise of scientific rationalism. Nietzsche saw a world where traditional values were crumbling, where meaning was being stripped away by the relentless march of modernity. In killing God, humanity has also killed the source of its moral compass, leaving us adrift in a sea of nihilism. This statement wasn't just controversial, it was a challenge, a call to create our own values in a world without inherent meaning. The end justifies the means. Niccolò Machiavelli's words have been both revered and reviled. To some, he is the ultimate pragmatist, the philosopher who saw the world as it is, not as it should be. To others, he is the embodiment of cold, ruthless power politics. Machiavelli's statement isn't just about politics, it's about life. It's about the tough choices we all have to make, the times when we must do what is necessary, even if it goes against our moral instincts. It's a statement that forces us to confront the darkest corners of our own nature and ask ourselves, how far are we willing to go to achieve our goals? Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains. Jean-Jacques Rousseau ignited the flames of revolution with these words. Rousseau saw society as a corrupting force, one that shackles the natural freedom of the individual. His philosophy became the rallying cry for those who sought to overthrow the old order, to break the chains of oppression and create a new world based on liberty and equality. But Rousseau's vision was controversial, not just because it challenged the status quo, but because it questioned the very nature of civilization itself. Are we truly better off in society, or have we lost something essential, something pure, in our quest for progress? If God did not exist, it would be necessary to invent him. Voltaire, the sharp-tongued critic of religion, paradoxically recognized the necessity of belief. Voltaire wasn't a devout man. He was a skeptic, a critic, yet he understood that religion plays a crucial role in maintaining social order. His statement is controversial because it suggests that belief in God is not about truth, but about utility. It's not whether God exists, but whether the idea of God serves a purpose in keeping society in check. Voltaire's words force us to question the very foundations of our beliefs and to consider whether they are based on truth or convenience. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Friedrich Nietzsche again, with a stark, almost brutal truth. Life is hard, it's full of pain, and suffering is inevitable. But Nietzsche doesn't leave us in despair. Instead, he challenges us to find meaning in our suffering, to rise above it, to use it as a catalyst for growth. It's a philosophy that doesn't offer comfort, but demands strength. It's controversial because it rejects the idea that life should be easy or fair. Instead, it embraces the struggle and finds value in the very thing we often try to avoid: pain. It is forbidden to kill, therefore, all murderers are punished unless they kill in large numbers and to the sound of trumpets. Voltaire strikes again with a searing critique of war and society's double standards. This quote is a stark reminder of the hypocrisy that often underlies our moral judgments. Voltaire exposes the uncomfortable truth that society often glorifies violence when it's done on a grand scale in the name of country or king, but condemns it when it's done by individuals. This controversial statement forces us to confront the moral contradictions that we often accept without question. Happiness is not an ideal of reason, but of imagination. Immanuel Kant, the philosopher of reason and duty, surprises us with this controversial take on happiness. For Kant, happiness isn't something that can be achieved through reason or logic. It's a product of our imagination, of our desires and dreams. This challenges the traditional view that happiness is something that can be planned, achieved, or rationalized. Instead, it suggests that happiness is fleeting, subjective, and ultimately beyond the grasp of reason. Kant's words force us to reconsider what we are truly striving for in life, and whether it's something that can ever be fully realized. The only way to deal with this life is to laugh at it. Albert Camus, the philosopher of the absurd, offers a controversial yet liberating perspective. Life is absurd, meaningless, full of contradictions and uncertainties. Camus doesn't deny this. Instead, he embraces it. His philosophy doesn't offer answers, but suggests that the best way to deal with life's absurdity is to laugh, to find joy in the very fact that life has no inherent meaning. This idea is controversial because it rejects the search for deeper meaning or purpose and instead encourages us to find freedom in the acceptance of life's inherent chaos. These quotes are more than just words. They are challenges to our way of thinking, provocations that force us to confront the deepest truths about life, society, and ourselves. They come from some of the most brilliant and controversial minds in history, philosophers who weren't afraid to push the boundaries of thought, and who continue to provoke, inspire, and challenge us to this day.